What's the best way to balance your hormones, have great gut health and have great overall health and be your natural weight? Is it going high fat or is it going low fat? Well, this is what I'm going to talk about in today's video. Hi, my name is Paul Tarbuth. I'm a holistic nutritionist at Rawsome Healthy, and today, as I said, I'm going to talk about fat. Now, going high fat, is that going to be good for your health? What health implications does it have? Now, you'll hear a lot of people out there, keto, paleo people, saying, eat lots of saturated fat, eat a high fat intake, it's good for you, good for your hormones, good for your health. But is that actually true? Well, let's talk about this. First off, we deal with lots of clients, lots of ladies out there who come to us who have hormonal problems, who have gut imbalances, who have excess weight, and they really want to balance their hormones, improve their gut health, and really get lots of vitality, get their energy levels up, and really have the body of their dreams. But they're stuck, so they come to us and they ask us for help. Now, one of the things we see over and over again is when people follow a high-fat diet, whether it's like a keto diet or a paleo diet, and they get stuck and they don't know what to do. They have poor gut health, their hormones are all over the place, they've got lots of excess weight, and they really don't know what to do. So we follow a low-fat, whole foods diet, and this is how we really help people get back on track. So first off, I wanted to talk about how it affects your hormones. Now, as I said, you'll hear lots of information out there saying, well, it's great for your hormones, you can eat lots of fat, plant fats even, saturated fat, it's all good. But that's not actually true. So first off, let's talk about thyroid health. Now, eating lots of excess fat has actually been found to affect your thyroid metabolism, to lower your thyroid hormones and increase for example, your reverse T3 or ladies' reverse T3 and lower their T3 levels. And this can have an effect then on their metabolism, so then lower energy levels, not feeling so good. And this can often happen for people who actually go on a high-fat diet, and we've certainly seen it out there ourselves where people go on a high-fat diet for a few months and then they start feeling sluggish and they don't feel so good. And this is one of the reasons, and this is actually being shown in science, that you cut lots of carbs out, you're going to run into trouble, and your thyroid actually needs carbs. So going high fat is a really bad idea for your thyroid. Now, let's talk about gut health. Now, there have been many studies out there now that show that when you go high fat, this can actually have a detrimental effect on your gut health. Now, what it can do is it can actually change the balance of bacteria in your gut from really lots of healthy different types of bacteria to more types of bacteria which aren't so healthy. Now, when you eat a whole foods diet, you've also got lots of fiber in there. So when you eat a low-fat whole foods diet, the one that we promote with lots of raw foods in it, you get lots of fiber. Now, this is fantastic for your gut health. For example, there's bacteria in your colon which are really important. If you don't have them in your colon, then you can get disease in your colon and it can go really pear-shaped. So we don't want to go there. So how do you keep them happy? How do you feed them? You give them lots of fiber. You eat a whole plant foods diet. Now, they produce a substance called butyrate, which feeds cells in your colon. And these are the actual bacteria, the friendly bacteria that you have in your colon, which are fed by eating lots of fiber. So this is just one aspect of your gut health that is super important. As I said, if you don't do that and you get to a point where there's little or no fiber, then you can have really serious problems with your colon and your overall gut health. So it's super important to eat lots of fiber in your diet, and this is where lots of fiber and the low-fat approach comes in again, and where the high-fat diet doesn't work, as I just mentioned, because it changes the balance of bacteria in your gut. Now, other than this, apart from the thyroid that I talked about and the gut that I just talked about there as well, there's also the liver. Now, if you eat lots of fat in your diet, lots of saturated fat in particular as well, this can really have a detrimental effect on your liver, and it can cause what's called fatty liver disease or non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Now, in some cases, this can actually go further, cause inflammation in your liver, and you can actually have damaging because to your liver cells, which is non-reversible. So that's really a place that you don't want to go. And again, this can happen from eating a high-fat diet. Now, I've got a little question for you. Are you currently on a high-fat diet, or are you thinking about going on a high-fat diet? And if so, what reasons are you using or understanding to go and do a high-fat diet or actually be eating a high-fat diet now? And is this video going to make you think twice about doing that? Okay, So yes, going back to the liver, so it can actually damage your liver eating a high-fat diet, and saturated fat in particular can do that. Now, moving on from the liver, so we're talking about your hormones, your thyroid hormones here. We talked about your liver, and obviously your liver is very important for your hormonal health as well, because it's like a chemical factor in your body. It all balances and measures what hormone levels you have, and your gut as well. That's very important for your hormonal levels, because if you've got lots of fibre in your diet, for example, which you will get from the kind of diet that we promote, whole foods diet, then this helps to balance your hormones as well and remove them from your body. And again, obviously promotes the healthy, friendly gut bacteria, which again also have a very important role in your health and your hormonal health as well. Now, I wanted to touch on some other aspects of your health which are not gut or hormone related, but they're still very important. Now, another one of these is your eyesight, so your eyes. It's super important, of course, to look after your eyes and make sure they're healthy over the course of your life. So a high-fat diet has actually been found to be detrimental to your eyesight. And in particular, what it's found to do is to add to macular degeneration, which is at the back of your eye. So you've got these little photocell receptors at the back of your eye, these little cells, and those can deteriorate with macular degeneration, or age-related macular degeneration. I think it's called AMD. So eating a high-fat diet can actually impair these at the back of your eye and cause damage to them, permanent damage, which then results in loss of vision. So another reason not to eat a high-fat diet. And this is also implicating not just animal fats in the diet, high-fat diet, but also plant fats as well. So again, another good reason not to even be eating a high-fat plant foods diet, but go for the lower-fat option, which is the one that we promote. Now, if you want to discover the 5-step process that our clients use to balance their hormones, balance their health, lose between 10 and 50 pounds of excess weight naturally, and really get the body and life of their dreams, then make sure to visit our masterclass at www.rawsomehealthy.com/webinar, and I'll put a link in the description section of this video below. So it's been great having you here today, and I'll see you again in another video very soon. Bye for now.